The little green book in your hand feels a bit like a sacred text. It is, in a sense. It's the only sacred text that matters to the girl in the chair. You can see it in her eyes as she looks up at you. It's a blend of awe and fear and anticipation and confusion. Waiting, but not sure why. You almost feel bad doing this to her. A desperate mewling following you around like a lost puppy. It wasn't that annoying, was it? But you can't just keep going back and forth on the decision. The rules of the game are clear. And if you're not going to use her, you have to re-gift her. Jessie'd been a good puppy girl for the 3 months you'd had her. You found it really adorable at first. She really got into the act, and you had some of the kinkiest sex of your life. But then it started to settle in that it wasn't an act. She's not pretending. That's just who she is. Days dragged into weeks, weeks into months, and having a human that acts just like a dog around the house is actually really irritating when you have other things to do. It was a fun experience, but it was time to send the gift on her way. So out came the little green book. Abjugation. The first word of the sequence hits Jessie, the puppy girl, like a slap to the face. Those big, stupid, pretty eyes go wide, her lip quivers, and her body goes stock still after a tremble rushes through her. Surrender galaxy. With each word, that light in her eyes darkens further. Benediction. Serenity. You can see a tear forming in the corner of her eye, and there's a twitch in her face. The trembling intensifies, and it looks for a second like the poor girl knows what's happening to her. Correction. Absence. Her breath hitches, and her stoic face switches to panic. Aeterna. And then the panic goes away. The girl in the chair goes slack as Jessie the puppy girl dies in silence. The tear threatening to pool out of her eye finally tipped the scale and rolled down her cheek, leaving a thin line of fluid as the last act of an executed consciousness. You pause your work to take a closer look at the living corpse in your lounge. Her eyes are blank, unfocused, held in place by autonomous muscles and nothing else. Her breathing is slow, quiet, automatic. Everything else is loose, compliant, slack and ready for you. You shiver at the sight. You take the time to get her into a comfortable position, so she's not threatening to fall off the chair. She won't feel any of it, since there's no one in there to feel it, but it's like making the bed before someone comes over to sleep in it. You want to get it ready for the next girl. Then, when you're ready, you open the little green book to the next page and pull up your notes. You knew exactly who the gift was going to next. One of your dorm friends has been celebrating a recent major promotion at work. She needs a gift worthy of the success after all. She has a pretty strong weakness for blonde bimbos. The prettiest, stupidest girls were always clinging to her. But she was always too rough with them and either scared them away or ruined them before she could have a good time. This gift was going to be perfect for her. Dumb, but tough. You have a stylist that the gift will be going to before getting delivered. Right now, she's a mix of faded, poorly maintained beach-dyed blue and a natural dusty brown. When you'd received her, she had a hat full of spiky blue hair, but you hadn't seen fit to maintain it at all. Along with an updated wardrobe and replacing all existing travel effects with stupid pink versions, you're confident it will be a hit. Stupid blonde and able to survive an intense beating, and horny about being abused and mistreated. I think your friend will like that especially. But the process starts with naming the gift, and you have the perfect one in mind. Your name is Brandy. My name is Brandy, her voice repeats instantly. You start. It's your first time hearing her voice. For as long as she's been yours, she's only communicated in barks, whines, and growls. You shiver a little as you look down at your notes. According to this little green book, you're her 12th owner. She has gone through this process 12 times already. She's had her consciousness obliterated and reshaped 12 times, and you're about to pass her on to her 13th owner. You know you shouldn't, but you flip back to the first page. Morbid curiosity gets the better of you. Cassandra. At one point, this lifeless thing had started as a girl named Cassandra. She had hopes and dreams and fears, and they'd all been ripped from her, the same way you were ripping Jessie out. You do pause. You do stop and think. Maybe you could use the little green book to put her life back together. Maybe you could fix her. But you remember the rules of the game. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. And to fix the girl would be to deprive so many other good women of a gift. You sigh, flip back to your notes, and pick up where you left off. What good is a gift if nobody uses it? And she's such a good gift. Okay, Brandy, I'm going to tell you about your life until now. Are you ready? The empty girl thing nods dumbly. Good. You were born to rich parents.